Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut too. Hope you like this video and subscribe as we talk about what's going on in Major League Baseball. So here we go. This is from Oakland. Haven't talked about the A's in quite a while. A little update from the owner, John Fisher. Might be one of the worst owners in baseball. Guy's got a lot of money, he doesn't spend any money on his team. From MLB Trade Rumors. Headline, A's owner, I have not considered selling the team. Athletics owner John Fisher has become the subject of increasing levels of ire from a fan base that has engineered reverse boycotts this season and initiated sell the team chants at parks throughout the league when the A's are playing on the road. I would mention this thing about this reverse boycott. They go to the ballpark and scream, sell the team, sell the team. Hey, assholes, do it outside the ballpark. Why are you giving them money for when you go into the ballpark? Complete total fail in terms of the boycott. In my view, the vitriol is understandable from a group of fans that is none too pleased with the manner in which the team's ostensible exit from Oakland has been ushered in, but Fisher unsurprisingly told Mick Akers of the Las Vegas Review-Journal yesterday that those cries have largely fallen on deaf ears. Quote, I have not considered selling the team, says Fisher, knowing that he and the partner, Lou Wolf, have owned the club since 2005. Our goal since then has been to find a new home and build a new home for our team. Fisher praised the great success stories of new ballparks elsewhere in the league, pointing specifically to Baltimore's Camden Yards and Atlanta's Truist Park. I mentioned about Camden Yards. That could be on the scrap heap, folks. He might be worse. Now that I changed my tune. John Angelos might be a worse owner than John Fisher. He wants to blow up Camden Yards, and that should be a non-starter. And Atlanta's Truist Park. The Atlanta region has had 3 ballparks since 1996. Why? Why are they constantly changing ballparks? Why? Can somebody explain that to me? I mean, you think about it, they don't have a roof there. All the teams in that part of the country have a roof. The Marlins, the Rays, the Rangers, and the Houston Astros all have a roof, but Atlanta doesn't. Why? Fisher demurred when asked whether the $380 million in public funding to which the state of Nevada and Clark County have committed would meaningfully impact player payroll, said Town how much his own family plans to invest in the team. Without delving into specifics, Fisher told Akers he, quote, expects that our revenues will be considerably higher in our new ballpark than they have been to date, and that will enable us to have a higher payroll. I mean, there is rumors that they are going to have these games start earlier so that tourists can come in, go to the ballpark, and then go to the casinos and gamble in the evening and at night. So the games could probably start like 4 o'clock in the afternoon there or earlier. Later in the interview, he claimed that the A's expect an expected loss of $40 million this year and asserted the organization lost around $170 million during the 2020 pandemic season. Fisher's claim of the organization's dire financial circumstances come at a time when the A's have slashed spending and trotted out one of the worst rosters in recent history. The A's are on pace for a 47-115 season that will match the 2019 Orioles, the second worst record of the past 2 decades. The club, now the one thing about the A's is they put good teams out there, but they don't re-sign their players. They don't sign them to extension, so they just trade them away. I mean, they basically built the Atlanta Braves team. The club is less than 3 years removed from a trio of consecutive playoff appearances headlined by back-to-back 97-win rosters in 2018 and 2019. Those teams were dismantled via a series of trades as the A's sliced payroll from a franchise record 92 in 2019 to just under 57 this year, as tabulated by Colts baseball contracts. As the quality of the on-field product has dropped and the franchise explored relocation, the fan base has increasingly stayed away. ESPN calculates the A's average home attendance in 2023 is a little under 10,500 fans. It might be less than that. That's easily the lowest in the majors and just over half the approximate 20.5 average from 2019, the last time the A's had a playoff team in a season with fan attendance. Fisher told Ackers that the new stadium should allow the A's to keep our young talent around, as opposed to sadly seeing them go to other teams. The A's, of course, have regularly traded players to other clubs as their young talent reaches arbitration, often lamented that the team's market size, stadium, and television contract don't allow them to retain core players. The open question naturally is one of how strong the A's have tried to retain said talent. Oakland hasn't brokered an extension with a pre-arbitration player in nearly a decade. Sean Doolittle's 4-year, $10 million contract was the last extension of its kind. The A's reportedly put forth an offer to Matt Chapman at one point, and perhaps they've made other attempts in the 9 years since Doolittle signed his contract. But it's difficult to imagine they've been as aggressive in trying to lock up homegrown talent as other small market organizations like the Rays, Guardians, Brewers, and Pirates have. The A's have had dozens of high-quality players graduate from their farm over the years, and the lack of subsequent contract extensions patently bizarre, particularly for an owner that laments his ability to retain stars and ability to fill the competitive payroll. Most early extensions are signed at well below market value. Perhaps the A's don't want to risk being locked into a long-term deal, but the potential burden of being bogged down by a pre-arbitration extension doesn't seem any more glaring than signing off-injured Trevor Rosenthal to a 1-year, $11 million pact a couple of years ago. Rosenthal aside, the franchise has generally done little on the free agent market. The organization's largest contract, a $66 million extension for Eric Chavez, predated the Fisher-Wolf ownership group. A $36 million guarantee for Yoenis Cespedes shortly after he defected from Cuba stands as their largest contract of the last 18 years. Among traditional MLB free agents, Billy Butler, Ryan Madson, and Scott Kazmir are the only players to whom they've given a contract exceeding $20 million. The A's lease to Coliseum runs through the 2024 campaign. The new stadium in Las Vegas isn't expected to be ready before 2028, leaving the franchise with some uncertainty about their home in the intervening 3 seasons. So it's going to be interesting to see. You've got 2025, 24, and 26. Where are the A's going to play? I don't know. Maybe they'll be like a nomadic team, like how the Expos were for a while, where they were playing in Puerto Rico. Maybe they go and play games in Mexico. Maybe they go play games in, I don't know, maybe Arizona. Maybe they asked the Giants to play a little bit in San Francisco. I doubt that, but you never know. The A's might be nomadic and it's weird that the A's have been a nomadic franchise in their history. They started out in Philly, they left Philly. They went to Kansas City for about 10 years, and then they went to Oakland, and now Oakland they've had this issue with this ballpark, not even a ballpark, this monkey crap with the possums and the cats running around for quite a long time. Obviously the renovations that were done to help out the football team did not help the baseball in any way. It has strangled it. Plus, they're dealing with a very difficult government there in Oakland. The city of Oakland is in shambles. I'm sure they're not happy with the neighborhood there. I'm sure they're not happy with the whole situation there in Oakland. Well, you can't blame the owner for leaving, but he's not a great owner because he's allowed this to go on. He hasn't invested in the team. He's put no money into any kind of like investment in terms of exterminating the vermin that is in that ballpark as well. So he's just as much to blame to what's going on there as the city of Oakland is. So you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut too. Thank you, and I'll see you later.